today's meal prep day, and this is what I did. I wrote everything that I would like to work on. So I have Spanish onions, I have sweet potato, purple yam, Brussels sprouts, spinach, which I'm not going to be cooking today because I like that fresh when I want to eat it. So I'm going to put an X on that. I'm going to prep the spaghetti butternut squash. I have spaghetti red beets. Also have some corn on the cob, eggs, chicken thighs, and that's pretty much it. So got a lot of prepping to do, and quinoa. I got to write quinoa here. So I have brown rice already made. Still have a couple of servings left, so that's pretty much it. This is the one that I just found on the groceries at Market Basket. It's red beet noodles. Look at that. Isn't that neat? It's already peeled. It's raw. So let's see. I just wanted to see what's. Wow. They really sealed this one really tight. Okay, so let's see. So like that. Alright. I can actually eat this raw. I don't know if I want to boil this actually. No. I am eating this raw. This is delish. Oops. Okay. Off the list for prepping because I love this. I'm just gonna keep it like this. Raw beets. Alright, okay, got it. Look at that. Oh, it's pretty long. Whoa. Wow. Wow, hold on. Gotta cut it. I don't know. So let's see how. I don't know. I'm loving this just as it is. I don't know if I want to cook this. It's a good snack. So, see, that's why we're saving a little more time today because we don't have to cook this. I'm just gonna not cook this one. This one doesn't have salt. For some reason, this one, they put a little salt in it, I think. Maybe to preserve it or something. But anyways, it's not too bad though. It's not that much of a salt. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge and I'm gonna just eat this raw. Alright. So I got the ingredients out except for the chicken. I want to keep that in the fridge. I'm gonna have to strategize just so I can do a lot of things at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is prep my equipment that I'm going to use. So I'm gonna preheat my oven right away because I know that I'm gonna need this. So I'll just leave it at 350 degrees, preheat that. Okay, so for my corn, that's the only problem. I don't have a lot of pans, so I'm gonna cook the corn here. For the eggs, I'm gonna do the eggs here. I think I only be able to do a dozen of eggs here. I don't have a big pan, so the eggs. This is for my onions. So for the corn, while I am getting my ingredients ready, I'm gonna go get the water boiling. So let's do that. try to do a few things going at the same time so you save a lot of time. So, for the corn, you're going to boil the water first, and then you're going to add the corn. Okay, just about 3/4 of the way. So I'm going to start with that. I don't have a lot of room here, so I'm going to use this one here. Bigger burner. There you go. So water's boiling. I can do another thing actually. I'm going to do my eggs. So while I'm working on my other mise en place, I'm actually cooking some stuff already. So just try to be efficient, you know? Because this one, boiling eggs, you don't need much mise en place. Prepping for cooking. You just have to put the egg in the pan, and I don't know if you can see here. Let me show you. So I'm just pretty much putting the egg with a cold water, and you just want to be able to cover the eggs with water to make sure it's, I don't have a bigger pan, so this is all it is. See? Make sure it's submerged in there, okay? On a high heat. So it's a little wobbly. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to cover it so it boils faster. Once it starts boiling, I'm going to remove the cover. This is a chef knife that I got from Chef Gary. I will put a link right here on the screen and or down below so you can see where to get this knife. It's a really pretty chef knife that I got. Thank you, Chef Gary. Appreciate it. It's beautiful. For the eggs, I just wanted it to give it a good kick start, so I'm going to remove the cover now because I want it to just boil. It's almost boiling, so don't need to cover it now. Just leave it all open there. Alright, so we got all the Brussels sprouts. I'm just going to go give it a good wash. Cold water. On the pan, on the tray. It's almost on a full boil. Not quite, but it's almost there. For my for my corn right there, it's actually on a full boil now, so I'm going to add the corn. Got that in. Make sure that I push that all in there. With the corn, you kind of have to check it, you know, as it cooks. Okay, I got everything in there. This is ready to go to the oven. So that's preheated oven, 350 degrees. Just toss it in there. And leave it there until it's cooked. I kind of just look at it when it's done. It's done. It's usually about maybe 30 something minutes, 30 minutes maybe. Okay, see, we're always cooking, we're always doing something. We're not waiting and cooking, waiting and cooking. While we're waiting, we're doing something. So that's how I work. Alright, now I'm gonna go get I have like 3 minutes left on my egg. I'm gonna get my ice ready. This is what you call ice bath. So I'm gonna get it ready right here. Okay, so immerse that in cold water right there with ice. A little more cold water. There you go. So we just leave it there for a few seconds. Prepping now for the next one. Let's see. I'm not sure that corn is done, but let me just check it just to make sure. Yep, it's done. Yeah, there you go. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. It is done. I just eat it as it is, but if you want, you can add a little bit of Himalayan pink salt and some pepper, and maybe a little bit of coconut oil or a little bit of butter, whichever you prefer. It's really good. But for me, I would just eat it as is, and it's delish. This is my snack right here. See the inside of it? Look at that, how nice, huh? Look, it's perfect. See, it's nice and cooked. Yeah, this is the fun part of it. That's nice, huh? Now let's get the chicken done. So I don't like to wait until the very end before I clean, because then it's harder to clean because there's a lot of stuff going on and you don't have room to work with, you know? So I like kind of cleaning as I go. And always wash your hands, especially when you hold the chicken. I'm gonna reveal my secret ingredients. Actually, it's not really a secret, but it's right here. This, and this. So garlic powder, curry powder, cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and then Himalayan pink salt, which is, I put it in here, and black pepper. The pan is heating. I want to sear it both sides real quick and then put it in the oven. That's it. Before that, of course, we're going to sear it first. Sophie, come on. Wow, she really is on fire today. How much, like, ratio? Is that your question in your head? Again, I really don't measure it. I just kind of like go with it, you know? So my pan is hot. You see the smoke? So, well, and I'm not done yet, so I'm just going to put this aside for a little bit. You want it hot? There you go. So you got all the ingredients. You're going to sear that top side first and then the bottom. So I'm going to put this back on the heat. There you go. I'm going to put a little bit of either olive oil or coconut oil, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to use the olive oil for now. You don't need a lot, really, just to coat the pan. I say that a lot. So heat the pan first, and then we put the oil, okay? And then heat the oil. Bob, would you mind covering the smoke alarm because it's gonna smoke? Then you're just gonna put it in here like this. See that smell? I mean, hear that sound? That's what you want. Boom. 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 So, just do half of the batch you have. There you go. You don't want to crowd the pan too much because you want to make sure that it's gonna cook, you know, even just really searing it. You're not finishing it on the stove. I mean on the stove top. See? You just want that color right there. Maybe I'll put you a little closer. I'll get you a little closer after I flip this. I just kind of want to seal it just so it's really moist when it's cooked. See how it's like the color? I just wanted to get seared. That's it. That should be done. Now I'm going to do the other half. Put this back on the thingy. There you go. Okay, that's good. So just put it back on that tray. So you just sear both sides. And then you can add a little bit more oil for the next batch. Just a little bit. There you go. Hot pan, hot oil. So you're going to put again the top side of the chicken. 2, 3. Love that sizzle sound of it. 4. Okay. Let it all sizzle and sizzling. It's done. Again, don't be just hanging out and looking at your food cooking. It won't cook without looking. So, clean up. Whatever you need to do for the next prep. Okay, that's seared. Ooh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Nice. Show you again. Right there. See? Just want that color. There you go. And then we are going to put this in the oven for about until it's done. I think about maybe 15-20 minutes. Okay, that's good. Alright. We are going to see it. Okay. See the outside of it. Nice. So this is going in the oven until it's cooked. Because it's depending on the size of the chicken that you're going to make. So I don't want to say any time because it depends. I don't know how much you're cooking. So for me, I'm going to take it out until it's cooked. Let's put this in the oven. There. And our veggies. Check our veggies. Good. I'm just going to take it out just so I can actually kind of toss it a little bit. I'm going to put this there. Need this room. Oh, this right there. Probably 5 minutes more and it's done. So what, we cook it for like 20 minutes? Sorry, yeah, it's about 20 minutes. There you go. Mmm. Yum. And even if you undercook it, it's okay because once you put it in the fridge and by the time you eat it, you're gonna heat it in the oven. And then it's gonna cook again. So you don't want to cook too much. So let's just put this for another 5 minutes. I need another mittens here. Okay. Okay. Let's give it a 5-minute timer for the Brussels sprouts. And then I'm gonna put another 15 minute for the chicken. So the chicken will cook for about 30 minutes. Or maybe it doesn't need to be cooked that much. So I'm just gonna have a timer just in case, so I don't forget. Okie doke. So what's next? Onions. That's all that's left. I want to use this same thing where I cook my chicken for the onions. So let's leave all that goodness in here. There's really barely anything in there, but I just want to scrape it just to make sure those are not going to burn, you know, but I want those flavors. Yeah. There's really not that much in there. It's not that it's going to affect much of my macro. I mean, there's barely any fat in there, and I'm going to add some coconut oil in it, and it should be good. Okay, this is fun, isn't it? And again, when you do this at home, I'm gonna turn the fan on here. It's getting hot. When you do this at home, it will be faster because you know you don't have to explain what you're doing. You just kind of get going, you know. The onions is the fastest to make, so I do it last. By the time I clean up, do the onions, chicken will be done. Now the house is really like have that little foggy, smoky look all around. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like foggy in here because of the cooking, you know? So this is what I'm going to use for my onions. I love the flavor of this. Okay, so that should be good. It is done. So this is the only challenge in my kitchen. It's small. I don't have a lot of room. This can go here again. Then this can go on top. Chicken is not done yet. Okay, it's in high right now. Once it's hot, I'm going to add my oil, which I'm going to be using coconut oil. Once the coconut oil is hot, I'm going to put all of these, just do a quick saute. Done. Just need a very, very tiny bit like this. That's it. Put it in there. And coat the pan. Set it over and over. It's hot. Put it all in. These three wouldn't fit, so that's why I did two. And this onion is really good because it's sweet Spanish onion. So you kind of want to leave it for a second, so it's actually giving that color. That's what you want right there. See that? That's what you want. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the Himalayan pink salt, a little bit of pepper. I want to make sure that I got that really nice rustic color before I remove it from the pan. Out of the heat. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Now I'm just gonna do the rice. I mean the quinoa. Look at that. That's a lot of food, huh? Youngsters. See, I can put the hard-boiled egg that I made here. So don't toss it because you can use it again, but just make sure what I do, I remove this. Oops. Just so I know that it is already cooked. It's kind of like my mark. There you go. Then I'm just gonna let this cool a little bit and put it in the fridge. Yum. Quinoa. So I have this. Quinoa. I'm gonna need some room. Okay, let's put this in here. How many times I did that today? Like 4 times, right? Alright. So I'm gonna just kind of clean this up, this side, because with quinoa there's not a lot of really cleaning you need to do. So chicken is done. I'm gonna take that out. I just let it sit there for a little bit because I want to make sure it is fully cooked, okay? You don't want raw chicken. So I'm cleaning this side because I'm going to be putting the quinoa there. That's the chicken. And boom. And I got a little snack right here. Yum. It's really nice and tender. Let's do 2 cups of water. I put the water to boil first, and then I add the quinoa. Then bring the quinoa to boil. Once it's boiling, I turn down the heat to like, you know, it's like 1 to 10. I turn it down to about 1 or 2. And then let it simmer until it's cooked, which is usually from 25 to 35 minutes. Depends on your stove. So mine could be a little temperamental, so I can't really put an exact time. It's different sometimes, every time. Even though I've been cleaning as I go, I still have all of these, see? So if you don't do that, you'll have more. So make sure that you clean as you go. So bring it back to a boil. Once it boils again, you cover it, and then you will put this into number 2 or 1. Okay? See, now it's boiling again. I'm gonna go ahead and put it to number 2, or between 1 and 2. Cover, and leave it alone for at least, I don't know, 20 minutes until it's done. Okay? Just keep checking it, but don't open it, by the way, at least for 20 minutes. Do not open it. Okie doke. do you do your meal prep? Or do you just cook every day? Or do you go out? What do you do for your meals? Second, if you do meal prep, what day do you do it and for how many days? Because I usually, if I do it, I usually do it on a Sunday, just so I have at least for 5 days, and Saturday, Sunday, we'd like to go out. So guys, here's what I got. I have the hard-boiled eggs right there. I have sauteed onions, the purple yam, and the sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, tons of chicken thighs right there, and the quinoa right here. It's still cooking. Almost done. I think got about like 5 more minutes left right there. That is my Sunday meal prep day. I hope that you guys learned something from today's meal prep. Pretty simple, nothing really fancy. Share it with me. Let me know what day do you do your meal prep and for how many days. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.